This video will show you how to add an event to the campus activities calendar in MySHU. First thing you'll want to do is make sure you're logged into my.setonhill.edu. It should take you to your dashboard. On the left-hand side, in the event that your menu is not expanded, go ahead and expand it. And the last option that should be available to you is events and calendars. If you click on events and calendars, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. On the left-hand side, under My Calendars, it's going to have toggled all of the calendars of groups that you're available and in, but also should have campus activities shine, potentially academic and athletics, as well as service volunteer events that is pulling from GivePulse. You can toggle off calendars that are not relevant to you by clicking the little box, and the check mark will go away, turning that calendar off. To add an event to the campus activities calendar, you would scroll to the top and click the red Create Event button. It will take you to a page that looks like this. You can add cover images directly from your device by taking screenshots or downloading images onto your device. You will name the event, select the campus activities calendar underneath calendars, select a date and time or all day if it's just something that you want people to be aware of. You can publish events later. So if you don't want them to show up until 2 weeks before, but you're adding all events at one time, you can schedule when MySHU will post your event to the calendar. You have the ability to add an event description, including links, an event location that will pair up with Google Maps. So in the event that you were having your program at the Seton Hill Arts Center, you could select Seton Hill Arts Center, and then under room number, you could add Art Yard, for example. This is free text, and so it does have the ability that you can add whatever you want in there. For example, if you were going to have it in the McKenna Center, which on Google Maps pulls up under the Catherine Mavis McKenna Center at Seton Hill University, you could put McKenna Center Gym under room number or admin 401 if you were having it in the administration building. In the event that it's a virtual event, you can add your URL under URL, and you can change the label to read something like, and we'll give you an example here. One of the events that normally happens virtually is the Freedom Series. So you could have September Freedom Series and then add your Zoom link here. In the event you're having your program somewhere that has limited availability, you can set a maximum number of attendees. So you could say if you were having it in admin 210, which can only hold, let's say, 50 people, you can say 50, which means that the first 50 people that would attend would be able to say that they're going on MySHU. If you want to hide the list of attendees, you have the option to do that by just toggling. Otherwise, it will show anyone who's part of Seton Hill who's logged into MySHU who has indicated that they want to attend your event. If they need to get a ticket, you can add a URL for tickets here. You can toggle on and off going or not going to an event. I can show you what this looks like within the event later. You can also allow checking in or checking out of an event. In the event that you do check in, it will ask you when check-in should start, when it should end, and it does give you the option for a dynamic check-in code. This means that check-in codes will change periodically, normally every 30 seconds to a minute. There will be a QR code, and again, there will be at the end of this video, I'll show you how to check in students and others to events, but this dynamic check-in code will change periodically so that people cannot take a picture of a QR code and send it out to others so that they do not have to attend the event. The QR code changes frequently, requiring that if this is an event that is required or has a point value associated with it for a class or a co-curricular, that they cannot just send it out to friend groups so that only one student needs to attend the event. You can also have checking out of the event. So it can start, for example, 15 minutes before the end of the event and then 15 minutes after. And the checkout code would be the same as the check-in code. So if it's dynamic, then it will be a dynamic code. And if it's not, then it would be the same code that they would use to check in. And then you can also add other event hosts. So whoever creates the event is the person who has the ability to edit the event, to check people into the event. If you want multiple people to be able to edit or check individuals into the event, you would simply add those individuals' names here. And so for this example event, we'll add Keisha Jimerson, if I can spell her name. We'll add Matthew Zielinski, and we'll add Darren Oxen, who I think is in here as D-Man. Once all of the required fields are filled out on your form, this button at the bottom right that says create event will become active and you'll click it. It is that simple to create an event within Shine. For this one, we're going to go ahead and discard this, and I will show you for an event that has already been created what that looks like. So, for example, you can see this is an event for the home opener of Griffin football versus Fairmont State on August 28th, 2025. For people who are able to edit the event, this is what their event page will look like. So you can say yourself whether you're going or not going. It will have your cover image, it will have all your information. In the top right, there are three dots that allow you for event options. You can go in and edit the event, you can add attendees, you can delete an event, or you can download attendees. You can also see for anyone who can see this event that they'll have the ability to add it to their calendar, whether that be Apple, Google, or Outlook. This will download as a .ics file, so it's more compatible with mobile devices. It will show the location, and again, in the event that you hook it up with Google Maps, it can actually show the Google Map or the satellite image of where the event is taking place, your description, who created it, how many people are saying that they're going, and for campus activities, it'll show that here. It will also allow a discussion board, which would provide notification for anyone that has indicated that they're going to the event. It will pop up here underneath the red bell. That will show them a notification for the event. This event does not have the checking in feature added to it. For events that do have a check-in feature, for example, here we have the involvement fair. You can see that this could be shared externally, but also that there is a check-in code. And so if you click this link as one of the people who is able to check students into this event, you will see the check-in code will appear. For students, when they scan this QR code, it will take them to the MySHU mobile app, which is available in the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store. Students would then log in to MySHU with their MySHU credentials or with their Seton Hill credentials, and it will then say that they have checked into the event. You can see at the bottom underneath the QR code that the QR code actually just changed. So the circle is counting down each time that the QR code is going to change. Once a student scans the QR code, it is still valid as long as they are logging in. But if they do not log in, if they don't take that extra step of action, then it will not check them into the event. They have to follow all the way through. And the page on the MySHU mobile app will show them as checked into the event. After the event is done, again, you would be able to download attendees here, which would show everyone who has scanned the QR code as well as anyone who indicated that they were going to the event. You also have the ability that if they do not have the MySHU mobile app, that you can hard add them. This is a free search, and so it is sometimes best to have the student in front of you, but also you can put in their my.setonhill email or their setonhill.edu email so that it's easier to find them. So for example, if you were just going to search for Reed, it's going to pop up with everyone whose last name or first name has Reed in it. If you wanted to find a student directly, you could type in their setonhill.edu email, and they should be the first name that populates on your screen. Additionally, each organization or group within MySHU has had events created within their group. For this, I will show you an example of the American Sign Language Club. You can see that they have an events tab on here that admins would have the ability to add events that are specific to that group. So if the American Sign Language Club was having an election meeting, for example, that was only open to members of their group, that would populate here and only be viewable by, or only be able to mark as attended by the members of that club or organization, that group within MySHU. It works the same way to set that event up for admins. It's in the top right corner that they could create the event, and then they would walk through that same page. They can choose on that page, and I'll show you an example here. If they share this publicly, anyone would be able to attend it, but if it's not shared publicly, then it would only be available for members of the group. This now ends the training for creating events within MySHU.